Hi guys! So basically today I have a cooking class, right? So what you do in that cooking class is you cook things. You're supposed to cook things every week. I think they're like due on Friday. And since school started I haven't done one assignment. Are we surprised? No, not at all. But I'm leaving for Hawaii on the 10th. So I've been trying to like spit out as many cooking things as possible. So today I decided why not film one? So a couple days ago I made brownies, which turned out amazing by the way. I'm like, ugh. Next, yesterday I made these yesterday I made these peanut butter cookies. I don't really like peanut butter stuff, whatever. But they turned out so good. So both the things I've cooked, hold on. They literally look disgusting right here, but this is what I made yesterday and they're so good. Like, so that's what I've made so far. I thought that today, while I made the sugar cookies, I would film it because why not? It's just more content for me to edit until 5 in the morning. We're gonna have super fun today. We're gonna make sugar cookies. I'm gonna pull up the recipe here soon. And if it turns out as good as the brownies and the peanut butter cookies, we're gonna have an amazing day. So this has two parts. We have to make the sugar cookie and then we have to make the sugar cookie frosting. And overall, this assignment is worth 80 points. I just ate a whole barbecue chicken pizza from like the California Pizza Kitchens. They're frozen pizzas. Ugh, such a recommendation for you. And I have this 20-ounce Red Bull, so it's gonna go by really fast. It's gonna be really easy and it's gonna be super fun. Our ingredients are 1 cup of butter, softened to room temperature, 1 cup of sugar, 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. It says imitation vanilla flavor from Value Corner. It's not even real vanilla extract. We got the cheap kind. 1 large egg, 2.5 cups of all-purpose flour, 3/4 teaspoons of baking powder, and 3/4 teaspoons of salt. After we have all of our ingredients, we get our equipment needed to bake. And also, like, my class, like, requires you to take a picture of you, and like, you have to be in the picture of you and your ingredients and equipment, and there has to be one of you like, in the middle of the process, like stirring, you know, and then one of you in the final product. So, let's take some pics.
When I grow up, I wanna be famous, I wanna be a star, I wanna be a movie. When I grow up, I wanna see the world, drive nice cars, I wanna have.
Okay, now that we're done with that, let's start making the cookies. Okay, so the first thing you do is drink some of your Red Bull because this is gonna be a long one. Okay, so now that we've done that, we need to combine our butter and sugar in a bowl until creamy and well combined. We just put the whole bitch in there, like so. So the first thing we're gonna do, and that any chef and person in the kitchen safely making food would do, is wash their hands. We're gonna wash our hands because we've been your significant other might want that in the cookies, but not anyone else, so let's wash our hands. We're doing really good so far. And look, the butter is done! So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna pour this right in the bowl like so. Looking beautiful and creamy. Delicious! Bye!
Bye.
And now we're home alone! We're not gonna do that. We're going to put our sugar in the cup. That is a lot of fucking sugar. Okay. That is literally at 1 cup. Are you kidding me? Once again, I'm a chef, Gordon Ramsay. Bye! We're going to put our thing right in there like so. We are going to now get our mixer and mix it up. That was so like graceful. Soothing. It was soothing! We have our mixer. Where the fuck did I put? Okay. We found them! It says to specifically use these, not a whisk, and mix this until it is sexy and creamy and beautiful. So that's just what we're gonna do. We're gonna follow the instructions because the government, that's what they forced us to do. But we're not gonna get political here. Okay, so as you can see, it looks fucking amazing. I'm doing so good. Such a talented person. Next, we're going to add the egg and the vanilla extract. We're just gonna beautifully pop the egg right in there. Bye! fuck. We have 1.5 teaspoons of vanilla extract. We're going to just fill that right then. Boop. And boom! And now we're going to mix this in with the sugar and butter. Now it looks basically the same, a little more moist. Now we have to get a separate medium-sized bowl, as it says, and whisk together the flour, baking powder, and salt. Okay, you guys, we have the second bowl out. This is getting pretty crazy. Oh my god, wait, this one goes up to 2 cups. Are you kidding? That makes it so much easier. Hello. How was everyone's Halloween? Was it good? So now we've put the flour in, baking powder, and we're gonna add 3/4 teaspoon of baking powder. I'm gonna teach you a little bit of math here. This one says 1/4. So if you do 3 of these, it equals 3/4. I used to be a math genius. It hasn't all left me. And here's a little thing for you. And it's like perfectly even? Are you kidding? Just chef things. 1, 2, tres. I know Spanish. I'm bilingual. I could count to 39 when I was freaking 3 years old, bitch. So next, 3/4 teaspoon of salt. This is a little more tricky because it has a bunch of holes. I could probably just take it off. I could have done that the 3 other times that I had to use this. 1 thing of salt. 2 things of salt. There we go! We have now done everything that we need in here, so now we're gonna whisk it together. This is our whisk. It fucking is the worst. It literally falls apart. Okay, so that seems pretty blended together. Now it says to gradually add dry ingredients into wet until it is completely combined. So that's just what we're gonna do. Let's move our wet bowl back in here. Oh my god, wait. We're just gonna slowly add in the dry material. It can get thick. It can get a bit thick sometimes. So what you do when it's getting thick in there, so if you have this shit and like you can't get it off, what you do is take this to the highest setting, make sure it's in the bowl. This is looking extremely fucking incredible so far. We're now done mixing. I have to get a rolling pin for this shit? I thought it was just gonna be like the pumpkin cookies yesterday! So apparently it's a bit more complicated than we thought. Lay out a large piece of plastic wrap and transfer approximately half the dough onto the wrap. Dough will be quite sticky at this point. That is okay. Flatten it a little. It will be easier to roll out when the dough is cold. Hey, so does that mean I have to like roll it out and make like shapes?
Usually sugar cookies will cut out.
Love you. Fuck! We have to do a lot more than we thought. We're gonna put all this stuff to the side because it doesn't matter anymore. Now it's just me and you. So we are gonna unplug this, take these out, and no one else is here, so both of these are for me to lick and enjoy. Okay, now we have to, what the fuck do we have to do? Okay, so we have to only do half of it because it's like it can only fit, okay. Got it! Let's do this. Wait, plastic wrap. Is this plastic wrap? So I think this is the plastic wrap that it's meaning. So we're just gonna roll it out on the table. Put approximately half of the dough onto the wrap. It's saying to transfer dough to refrigerator and chill for at least 2 to 3 hours. What the f? I am so confused! And mold into a disc. Okay. So now this is in a pretty good disc, I guess, and ready to put in the fridge. Now we have both of our discs, got them pretty flat. They look about the size of... When you're done with that, you're just gonna like lick the blown. While we will let those cool, we're gonna move on to the frosting. For the sugar cookie frosting, we need 1 cup of powdered sugar, 2 to 3 tablespoons of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla. Here we go with our fake vanilla again. And food coloring. I don't know where the food coloring is. We don't need the food coloring right now, do we? No, we're fine. Okay, so that seems pretty simple. All you do for this one is combine all the ingredients and stir until it's smooth. Fuck!
I've watched this happen like 10 times. It just fell.
We're gonna try that again. Jesus Christ. Now we have way more than 1 cup, so it's literally all over. Okay, we finished the frosting. Now we just have to wait a couple hours until to let the cookies cool down. It's been 2 to 3 hours now. That was probably cool. My mom's now in here, no longer home alone.
You could cut that out.
This is what they look like. They're definitely harder than before. First, you grab this and grease it all up. And then you set it aside because what we're about to do next is freaking the most crazy, interesting, fun part in the whole entire world. So next we have our flour. We have a brand new bag. It's not coming out. Okay. I think you just kind of like, I don't know how you do it. We have found all different kinds of cookies for this day. Our preheat oven is at 350 degrees, ready to go, so let's speed this up. First we're gonna do the lips. Stick that right in there, and then I think you just roll it out. Oh my god, this is not... Okay, fuck. That's not looking good. We're gonna try and reapply. So we're kind of struggling. It's not coming off. I don't know how to do this. I literally tried my best. I tried to do one in the shape of a lip. Do they grow or do they just stay this small size?
They don't grow much.
Well, that's a really small cookie.
Well, then don't use the lips.
But they're lips.
Well, this for Thanksgiving. You like start on the edge. You don't just in the middle of little children.
Well, obviously...
And your dough's not even...
I tried my best! Doing one. Why was that so good?
Because I'm amazing.
Yes!
Like, look how sticky this is.
It was fine before. We should have just made circles. They're so much simpler.
It's not that it's simpler, it's your dough's too sticky. It's like, we're gonna have to redo all these, I believe.
Well, this one's fine. That one looks not good. She looks like she had a bad night at the club. Now that I touched her, she's doing extremely bad. So we're just redoing them all.
Yeah.
Take 2. Wait, maybe I should do it.
True. But you gotta like make it flat.
Listen, it's looking rough already. Oh my god, that's actually so good.
What are you looking at? No. Okay, let me show you and then you can... Do you want it mess up?
No.
Have I ever not taught you how to roll out dough?
No. Usually Carly's the one who makes the sugar cookies.
You see how it's like...
Oh yeah, it's actually like a circle. Hopefully my cooking teacher doesn't watch this. And that's where you fucked up!
And then do you remember how I told you to cut?
On the edges?
I'm starting to eat. I'm a slow eater, but honey, and you guys are silly. I'm not.
So about an hour ago, editing me will tell you why it's been an hour. Hi, editing me is in Hawaii right now, but so basically I was done cutting out the cookies and they were all on the pan ready to go in the oven. And then the guys came home from work and what did they do? They stayed in the kitchen for over an hour making clam dip and drinking their beer, and I gave them many hints as to leave and make your clam dip somewhere else because I was trying to finish and film because I'd been doing it all day long, but no, they stayed in there. They didn't take the hint. They made their clam dip for over an hour. And when I say like they did not leave the kitchen, they did not leave the kitchen. Like they saw like my lights and like set that I had going on, then they wouldn't leave my goddamn set. I was just trying to hurry and finish making the cookies, but they just stayed in there making their f***ing clam dip. So I had to sit in the kitchen for over an hour until they finally left just to put my cookies in the oven. Like they'd been on the tray like ready to go in the oven for a while now, but I couldn't put them in the oven yet because I couldn't film because they wouldn't leave my set in the kitchen because they had to make their stupid clam dip and drink their stupid beer. So yeah, that's why it took me over 2 hours and that's why I was pissed. So we actually got them to work. We have a lot of leftovers. We just haven't been able to film it. We finally have them. Now we're gonna put them in the oven because the oven has been at 350 degrees for over an hour now. So we're gonna put these in and they're gonna turn out so good and then we're gonna frost them and then we're gonna be done. So we're pumped. Let's go. You also put them in for 9 to 10 minutes. While we're waiting, many hours ago, we got food coloring and it's not gonna open and I'm gonna be even more pissed than I already am. So we have 8 right here, 8 right here. We're gonna make 16 cookies and then we're gonna be done. And we're just gonna pour it in here. Let's just put all of the food coloring in. Why not? I'm now missing American Horror Story. I'm gonna have to watch it and record it. But thinking positively, we'll be able to skip the commercials. We're done now. It's pink, but oh well. We'll just pretend it's Valentine's Day. It's fine. It's fine. Did you hear that ding? It means they're done. Okay, I get it. Okay. This one. She ate a bit too much, but she's fine. We love all sizes and shapes here. All of the other ones honestly look great. I'm proud so far. So we're gonna let these cool down, and we're gonna frost them. And then I'm gonna say goodbye. They're looking crisp and beautiful. And ow! Once again, there's just one that's looking a little rough, but it's fine. I look rough sometimes. I look rough all the time. We're going to get a butter knife. We're going to get a butter knife. We're going to add the frosting. The frosting does taste good. When you think about it, this one kind of looks like a heart. Like a real heart. And we're gonna frost the rest off camera, and I'll get right back with you. We frosted all of them. This is our final product. Okay, so we're gonna taste test. It's so good. It's like crispy too. It's like crispy and soft at the same time. This is 3 baking things in my cooking class that I've done perfectly. I'm so talented and good, I cannot get over it. Like, I did all this from scratch. Amazing. So good. I've eaten 3 now. The second batch has now came out, and it's looking... I burnt my finger! And it's now looking as spectacular as the one before.
Except for that one kind of looked like its head's chopped off.
It doesn't matter.
And there should really be like 12 cookies on the sheet.
I'm not...
You need a hug. I feel like you need a hug. Aww. Now you know how I feel. Don't ever have children.
We're 2 men living in your house.
At least you have me.
True. That is our final product. I hope you enjoyed this fun cooking thing that took me all day long. That's the show, folks. Thank fucking God.